Question 9. We've got a pony shelter, it's part of a cylinder, and we've got to calculate the length of OB. OB is the radius of the circle. If you can imagine there's a full circle there. That is the radius, so from O to the top here would also be a radius. Well, if this measurement is 2, the radius subtract 2 gives us this little bit here, so that is R take away 2. If we have 6, if we're splitting it in half, that's going to be 3 and that's going to be 3. So we've got ourselves a little right angle triangle here with 3, R minus 2, and R is the hypotenuse of the right angle triangle. So what we have here then is that R squared equals R minus 2 squared plus 3 squared. If we multiply at this bracket, we get R squared minus 4R plus 4. In fact, that should be 3 squared there, and then plus 9. So we've got R squared minus 4R plus 13. So we've got to try and solve this equation here. Well, we can subtract R squared from both sides, which gives us on the left hand side 0 equals, and it'll be negative 4R plus 13. Adding 4R to both sides, dividing by 4. So R is the length of OB that we're after, as it says there. So we can therefore say that OB equals 3.25 metres. In question 10, we've got to find the size of angle PQR, and we've not to use a scale drawing. Well, we've got all three angles in this triangle, sorry, all three sides in this triangle here, so you can use the cosine rule. So cos Q, I always like to write it out. If it's Q, it's put a minus Q squared here. So that's going to be Q, that'll be P, that'll be R. So it's going to be, if it's Q that we have over here and it's the angle Q we want, I always put Q in the end. So it'll be R squared plus P squared over 2RP. Now substituting all these values in, we're going to have 11.2 squared. In fact, it should be 8.4 squared first. Not that actually really makes much difference, I'm just keeping it consistent with the formula here. Plus 11.2 squared minus 12.6 squared over 2 times 8.4 times 11.2. Now you can type all that into your calculator and you get 0.20781, etc. Now that's what cos Q is equal to. So we're going to have to do the inverse cos of that. I normally just do shift cos and then answer, press equals rather than typing it all out again. So Q is therefore equal to 78 degrees. Now we're asked to find the area of the parallelogram. Well, if we find the area of just this triangle here, we can double it because they're going to be the same area, these two. So the area formula is area is half AB sine C. So area equals a half. Now AB is going to be R and P this time, and it's not going to be sine C, it'll be sine Q. So it's a half times R, which is 8.4, times 11.2 times sine of 78. And if you multiply all that together, we get 46 square centimetres. So that's just for one of the triangles. We've got two of them, so we're going to do 46 square centimetres times 2 equals 92 square centimetres.